NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which is managed by Caltech. The Mars missions you just saw on screen are the creations of my brilliant colleagues at JPL and our NASA partners. I hope you were as amazed as I am by how far we have come in understanding the red planet. Mars was once just a point of light in the night sky, then a few grainy black and white images. Today, Mars is a real place. Through the camera eyes of our rovers, we can imagine what it would be like to be there, standing on the surface, seeing the tracks we've made, or look ahead to the horizon, to new places yet to explore. We might even take a selfie, as our rovers have been known to do. Today, we have orbiters and rovers that operate on Mars 24/7, 365 days a year. It's been that way since 1997. Think about it. For anybody here who is 22 years or younger, you have never known a day in your lives without NASA being at Mars. So when I was 16, I got to be in JPL's mission control room when the rover Opportunity landed, and I realized then what I wanted to do. I wanted to drive rovers on other worlds and study their geology. My dream came true. I went into college and I earned a PhD in planetary science, and afterwards I joined JPL and became Deputy Project Scientist for Opportunity, that very same rover I saw land on Mars as a high school student. We have a saying at JPL, dare mighty things. And what could be more daring than searching for life beyond Earth? Right now, we're working on a mission to survey Jupiter's moon Europa. It's an icy world that beneath its surface contains more water than all of the oceans on Earth combined. Think about the possibilities for that for a second. The Europa Clipper mission will investigate whether this icy moon could harbor conditions suitable for life. And just a few weeks ago, NASA announced a mission to another moon, Saturn's moon Titan. It's the only moon in our solar system with a substantial atmosphere. And as we know on Earth, if you have an atmosphere, you can fly. The mission called Dragonfly will be a drone-like vehicle that will fly over the dunes and rivers and lakes on Titan and study their alien chemical makeups. Then there's the search for life further out beyond our solar system, elsewhere in the Milky Way galaxy. JPL and others are now hard at work developing new technologies to look for chemical signatures of life that may exist on planets circling other stars. And 1 year from now, we're going back to Mars with the most capable rover we've ever sent that's going to take the next step in the search for life. And if that's not enough, we're also sending a helicopter along with it. The missions we're planning today, 10 or 15 years ago, they would have been the stuff of science fiction. Which brings us to the next film featured in tonight's concert, The Martian, with music by Gregson-Williams. I was thrilled to see that JPL had a starring role in this film where a stranded astronaut relied on communications through JPL's Pathfinder lander to get rescued. Shortly, we'll see that plan put into action. Then, we'll look at a rescue attempt that requires a bit more of a leap of faith to succeed, from the science fiction movie Gravity, with music by Stephen Price. Thank you so much, and enjoy.
There's an international treaty saying no country can lay claim to anything that's not on Earth. And by another treaty, if you're not in any country's territory, maritime law applies. So Mars is international waters. Now NASA is an American non-military organization. It owns the hat. But the second I walk outside, I'm in international waters. So here's the cool part. I'm about to leave for the Schiaparelli crater where I'm going to commandeer the Ares 4 lander. Nobody explicitly gave me permission to do this, and they can't until I'm on board the Ares 4. So that means I'm going to be taking a craft over in international waters without permission, which by definition makes me a pirate. Mark Watney, space pirate. Everywhere I go, I'm the first. It's a strange feeling. Step outside the rover, first guy to be there. Climb that hill, first guy to do that. 4.5 billion years, nobody here. And now, me. I'm the first person to be alone on an entire planet.
How's he doing?
So far, so good. He's sticking to schedule. Drives for 4 hours before noon, lays the solar panels, waits 13 hours for them to recharge, and sleeps somewhere in there, and then starts again.
How's he doing?
He asked us to call him Captain Blondebeard.
Well, technically, Mars would be under maritime.
Yeah, no, I know. He explained it to us.
Where is it?
There.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.